a quick demo on how to transfer an image from your sketchbook to your printing block, okay? The reason why we want to do this is we want to be able to really successfully replicate the image onto the block, but we also want to flip it so that it is reverse on the printing block, and you'll see why once we start printing. A key thing that you need to see and you need to pay attention to is that if you have skinny little lines, when you trace them, you need to trace on both sides of that line. I'll demonstrate right now. So the only thing you guys need is a piece of tracing paper, and if you want a little bit of tape to hold the image down. And then you're going to begin by tracing out all the black parts of your design. So I'm going to start with these skinny lines here, and what I have to do is trace both sides of that black line. All right, so this is the first step, is tracing your image. So around all of the black lines I'm tracing. In the interest of time, I've already traced it all out. Okay, so you get to see. I've traced the entire image on this one. And what I need to do next is to take this image and transfer it to my block. So I'm going to remove my sketchbook, and I'm going to turn the image upside down so that the lead is facing the block. I'm going to line up my image on my block. I'm going to tape it down so that it doesn't move around. And I'm going to, as carefully as possible, go back over my lines. You have to have good hand and eye coordination and go right over the pencil marks that you made before. What ends up happening here, I'll do it down here so you can see. What ends up happening is that I'm pushing the lead off of the other side of the tracing paper onto the block underneath the tracing paper. So this is the edge of my block right here. So if you sneak a peek, you can actually see that the image is coming out. Can you see that right there? Okay, that's how you do a tracing paper technique. Now I've just completed the tracing paper technique, and before I take it all apart, what I want to do is just sneak a peek to make sure that my image transferred well. Okay, I have it taped on so it's secured, so I can just double check. If you found that your image didn't transfer correctly, it's probably because you didn't go right over the lines correctly. So just try again, right? So it looks like my image transferred pretty well. I'm going to take it apart. I'm just going to investigate, and I can see that there's some spots where I can just kind of continue the line right off the edge of my block. I think my original image was a bit narrow. And if you compare that to the original drawing, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but you can see that the image is inverted. This drawing is pretty symmetrical, so it's hard to tell. But at this point, this should be opposite or a mirror image of your original drawing. Okay.